Welcome to the Hire Yourself podcast. Are you stuck in the corporate rat race, worrying about layoffs, and longing to take control of your destiny? This is the place for frustrated executives like you who want to escape the grind, live life on your own terms, and build wealth. Whether you're ready to make a full transition into franchise ownership or want to start building a side business along your corporate job, Pete guides you every step of the way. He'll talk about how to create career and income security, diversify your assets and income, and live life on your own terms. Your path to controlling your own destiny starts now.
Welcome to the Hire Yourself podcast. My name is Pete Gilfillan. I am an entrepreneur, the best-selling author of the book Hire Yourself, a nationally recognized franchise consultant, and a proud corporate escapee. My mission in life is to help executives take control of their destiny, to live life on their own terms, and certainly to build wealth. And I always like to try to answer a question. And the question I want to answer today is, what if I want to pursue that entrepreneur spirit that's inside of me? And this doesn't necessarily have to be a franchise in general, but just, hey, I've got a little bit of that entrepreneur spirit in me. What do I do? Well, there are 5 simple things that you need to consider when you are looking to become an entrepreneur. The first one is that you need to define your value proposition. What's going to make you unique? What problem are you going to solve? What niche are you going to serve? So you want to make sure you kind of understand, you have clarity in terms of what is your idea. Who are the customers that you're going to go after? So, for example, Jeff Bezos, he looked at this idea of creating an online retail store and founded Amazon. And look what happened to that, right? But the idea is that he had an idea, a unique proposition at the time, and he went out there and kind of figured out his niche, leveraged his skill set, and he worked really hard, and he built that amazing thing called Amazon. So first, we want to define your value proposition. Next, we want to validate your idea. You want to conduct market research, seek feedback from potential customers. What do you think of this? My buddy, who decided that he was going to, before it was really popular, was going to basically start up a poop scooper franchise where they pick up dog poop. And he went out there and actually talked to friends that had pets to see if they'd be willing to pay for somebody to come on a regular basis to pick up poop. And by validating this, it reduces your risk to actually see if there's demand out there. Airbnb would be an example, right? Where they went out and tested to see if people would be willing to spend money to rent a house from that standpoint. So we want to always validate your idea. Get the research done. Seek feedback from customers. The third thing is we want to build a strong network. We want to have a network where we connect with mentors, industry experts, potential partners. The idea is that they can provide insight, support, opportunities. One person that's really good at developing, for lack of better terms, infrastructure or support, a network would be Elon Musk. He leverages network with technology and finance to co-found multiple different businesses. So the idea is that we want to build that strong base of mentors, industry experts, and potential partners to help us as we go to look going forward. Now, as we talk about the fourth one, and this is really important, is you want to create a robust business plan. Outline your business goals, the target market, the revenue streams, all of the things that you would define as financial projections. We want to have a very clear picture of where you want to go with this business financially. And having a clear plan allows us to secure the funding and allows us to guide our movements or our actions, to measure our success. And this is really important. This is something that I do with my business all the time. Even though I've had my business for a while, I had a very strong business plan, and each year I adjust that business plan. I outline my business goals. I continue to look at my target market. Who am I after? What are my revenue streams? And certainly, what are my financial projections? So we always want to have a robust plan. And the fifth is that we want to, as we have figured out our customer, we've done our research, we've built up this support network, we've developed a business plan. Well, now we have to embrace agility, innovation. You see, you have to stay adaptable. You have to iterate very quickly. You have to embrace new technologies. The thing about being a business owner and entrepreneur is you're a problem solver, and we want to quickly figure out if we have problems, what we do. And nobody else can solve the problems for us. It's our job to solve those problems as entrepreneurs. So if you have this mindset of always leveraging change, innovation, continuously changing, and Apple with Steve Jobs, they were consistently innovating with new products like iPhone and disrupting existing markets, right? So whatever it may be, at the end of the day, if you have a little bit of that itch to be an entrepreneur, you want to, again, figure out what your value proposition is. You want to do the research. Is there a customer base? Is it the right value? You want to develop a network. You want to put together a very strong business plan, and you want to be ready to make changes, to innovate, to be agile in regards to moving forward. Now, the benefit of a franchise is that a lot of times somebody with a franchise system has figured out all these things and they've built it into a franchise business model. That makes it easier to become an entrepreneur. It's still a heck of a lot of hard work to become an entrepreneur, but if you can take these 5 things and you can embed it into a franchise system, well, that just makes it easier for you as you become an entrepreneur because somebody's done all those things for you. Now, you certainly have to put your own business plan. Even if you invest in a franchise, you put your own business plan in. You have to work hard, all that kind of stuff. But the idea behind this is that as an entrepreneur, or you have that entrepreneur spirit, we want to leverage these 5 things. So if you ever thought about investing in a franchise or looking at it as a franchise as a supplemental income to create career and income security, to set aside a way in which you can escape the corporate world down the line, that's what I do. That's what I help people with. And I strongly encourage you, if you're interested to learn more, that's what I'm here for. With that, make sure you follow, subscribe. Love to get your comments on the content I'm sharing with you. Thanks so much. Have a great day.
Thanks for joining us on the Hire Yourself podcast. Pete's here to help you break free from the corporate rat race, take control of your destiny, and finally live life on your own terms. Whether that's jumping into franchise ownership full-time or starting it as a side hustle. If this episode resonated with you, don't forget to subscribe, share it with a fellow frustrated executive, and leave a review to let us know your thoughts. Ready to start building your bridge to freedom? Visit hireyourself.com for resources, insights, and a clear path forward. Until next time, take charge, build your future, and live life on your own terms.